player, really sort of came into his own element in the last year or so of Mortal Kombat X. A Liu Kang player through and through, looking to take another top-level scalp today. And both of these players as well, recent sponsorships, with SylverRye being recently sponsored by Method, and DJT, No Surrender Gaming, along with his brother MIT. So great stuff there from both these guys, doing their sponsors proud today.
Is that effort and the grind being paid off? So
now
they're not done yet. They are far from done.
This is what I really like. DJT, among all the different characters he was learning and playing, he's gone back to the classic, which is Aftershock Tremor. This is the character, besides Tempest, of which DJT got the majority of his success.
But I like how we're in a position that this is happening, though, because usually at this point, you know, if you see a Tremor, it's probably crystalline or bust. But then you've got Aftershock, who is by no means weak. You know, he has that I think the big one is that airborne low, you know, that ground pound that's a low. Normally when someone's coming on the way down, from a jump in, they're sort of like landing down, their jump ins become overhead, so you've got to stand block them. That low ground pound is a low in the air. So you kind of have to worry about that mix-up until his feet hit the ground. That's something you have to worry about.
Here we go, let's not forget SylverRye, really known as a Liu Kang specialist, knows the ins and outs of this one. It's not only this character, but Dragon's Fire, this run cancel variation. So much pressure and so much combos if you've got the execution to pull it off. He most certainly does. And there's that wake up going to be missed by DJT. Tries to go in for a little bit of Oki, and SylverRye just gets off the ground with a down 2. SylverRye's been having a really strong tournament just by itself. A very solid 3-0 against Scar in winner's bracket, which is what secured SylverRye's top 8 in the first place. Nice, down 2, good anti-air as well, clean. But Liu Kang, he ticks a lot of fundamental boxes. He's got good buttons, he's got good pressure, he's got good damage, he's got good projectiles, he's got good reversals. Like, this character is a fantastic addition in MK. There's another down 2. I mean, the down 2 themselves doing like, I think it's like 14% they do, so you hit a couple of those. That's the damage of a B&B. Oh no, catches him sleeping. We're going to see the comeback here. He's got the bar to make it work. We still have to be careful. There's the low. Meter burns it for the launch. That was the mix-up you were talking about.
The wake-up.
Oh, mix-up again. DJT.
Is he doing this? Is he doing this? There's the knockdown.
Oh!
He does it. Wow. Full life comeback from 5% to practically 100. DJT with the miracle.
You were just talking about the strength of that jump-in low mix-up, because the jump's an overhead and the low tremor is a low hit. Every time it worked out. Every time.
But it all came down to him conserving his bar. He had all of the meter to work with. That's what he needed to take the comeback. But at the same time, SylverRye has got a bit of a meter advantage here. Barely, but definitely there with a character like Dragon's Fire, who's just going to be building bar. As long as you're blocking, he is just chunking up the meter.
Great whiff punish from DJT. The corner repositioning as well, going in for the meaty overhead. No whiff punishment though, so he did get away with it.
Oh, SylverRye opts not to spend the bar.
Here comes those run cancels. Nice, good answer actually. Just even if he went for the meter burn, just getting that guaranteed reversal. And again, back to this neutral. Now this neutral is actually what Dragon's Fire does really well. Good recovery on the fireballs, high and low option as well. All are going to be good ways to keep him out. The back one, the classic armor breaker.
Ball runs into this. Chip damage territory,
Fast approaching. Oh, anti-air, but no payout so far. Chases down the backdash, but no sprint. He acknowledges that.
Oh, his setup
goes for it.
Oh, that's straight on it. SylverRye hasn't got the stamina to break, and DJT steals not 1, but 2 rounds away in game number 1.
DJT proving that he's back, and he's here for business. What a fantastic sequence. Saving the ground pound mix-up until the very last round of that game as well.
But you know the best thing about it is the variation system working. Everything he made comebacks with in those rounds are stuff you only get in Aftershock. Just putting that knowledge to perfect use. At the same time, maybe a bit of a tilter for SylverRye. I mean, drop those 2 seemingly guaranteed rounds.
I mean, there are 2 kinds of players that can deal with that, right? The ones that will crumple or the ones that will rise to it. SylverRye, though, still looking really solid here. Solid as a rock, as always. Oh, the flash parry comes through. Really useful tool for Tremor, where you can actually use the armor of one of your reversals and dash cancel it, run cancel it, but keeping the armor. Oh, and there's the overhead. Nice low, that's the round.
Wow, yeah. DJT just caught not blocking low in that situation. Maybe just expected something else. Obviously, you've got the threat of the back fist being the overhead, the low being the forward 4.
Wow, straight in. Oh, wow, as well.
Not even respecting SylverRye's attempts to come in.
Good block on the low cutter. That would have been a full combo if he got hit by that one. Speaking of full combos, SylverRye, run cancels in. DJT actually with the disrespect as well on the plus frames, getting punished for that one.
See SylverRye trying to kind of just occupy that space. Liu Kang's down 3 being really good at low profiling, so if DJT wants to run in with that forward 1, there's no way the down 3 is going to get tagged by it.
But there's that flash parry once again, run into pressure. There's the overhead. That's either overhead or low. The low is definitely a much more payout of an option. That's why they get hit by the overhead, I think.
Oh, tries to go for a flash parry, but SylverRye with a bit of patience. Good throw tech. Oh, an even better escape just to get out of the corner. Oh, down 3s.
Now this is dangerous. Yeah, he can't just sit there for days and block. A bit of a drop, but the guaranteed chip's going to do it. And just like that, it's going to be 1-1. SylverRye keeping composed, I think.
No, it was really important for SylverRye to be able to do that, though, especially after like those first 2 rounds in the first game that DJT won. Truly, that was that was his game to win. He had a seemingly guaranteed win, and the fact that he's able to play better in game 2 means it's clearly not gotten to him.
So here we go, it's 1 game apiece, but both players looking still really good.
First hit going to SylverRye, though. If you give that extra bar to Dragon's Fire, you may regret it.
Because he'll build it on run cancels within the blink of an eye anyway. Wake up bicycle kicks, that's a great solution.
Right? Case in point, he just spent a bar on that bicycle kick, and after like a small rep being blocked, he's almost built the bar back up again. Dragon's Fire just has so much meat to burn all the time. There we go, chip damage starting to add up. Another wonderful flash parry from DJT.
Knockdown. No sort of knockdown-based mix-up, just really getting in there and staying in. Good block on the low cutter again, not getting opened up by that one.
Oh, wow, runs straight into the low cutter, and that's going to be a full combo from DJT. Goes up around to once again up in set.
Now with SylverRye's back to the corner, this is definitely, you know, I know it's speaking obvious, but this is not where he wants to be, especially against someone like Tremor. That's where DJT made his comebacks, while he was in the corner.
However, it has meant that with almost 1 combo, SylverRye, I mean, he did the exact same thing last time. Is that a drop or is that some kind of wacky setup?
I'm not sure. It looks like an execution error for some reason, but it could be a setup I'm not sure about. And just that has his back to the corner, but the forward 1-2 connects, full combo. Off the mix-up, gets a knockdown. Oh, with something.
With something. Maybe that was a special attempt.
Potentially. Nice down 1, just to keep him checked. DJT. We've seen what this man can do with bar. Doesn't matter though, because the whiff on the wake-up kick. Good stuff.
Strong round though, SylverRye just locked dead even at the moment. It's kind of what you'd expect though. So I mean, both these players have looked super strong today. SylverRye actually for once finds himself down on bar. How about that?
DJT sitting on 3 bars. He's going to spend 1 just to get the knockdown. I think it was not necessarily for the damage, but it was for that positioning. The punish! Unfortunately, SylverRye for the first time dropping his run cancel. If you drop your run cancel, you do get a fireball on block, which is not safe.
But also to show DJT's paying attention. The first time SylverRye screws that up, DJT is ready for the punish.
Nice down 3
He's
again.
actually completely starved on meter.
I think Liu Kang absolutely has one of the best down 3s in the game as well. Very low profiling,
definitely.
good frame data on it.
It's just a dangerous threat. Low cutter getting so much mileage. There's the trade. And you see, as soon as he sees it hit, he just runs straight in with it.
Oh no, can't take 1 more hit. The trade, the forward 1 trading with a straight kick. And that's 2-1 up for DJT. DJT getting winners finals, potentially against Sonic Fox. I would have thought we are 2 years back. 2 years back in time.
Maybe, but we're very close to finding out. This is 3 out of 5, so SylverRye still has more than enough time to make the adjustment, but he's going to have to do it soon. Otherwise, he'll be in losers, and he'll just lose the safety net of winners. You don't want that to happen. Once again, though, DJT looking good. Oh, nice block, actually. Good awareness. That reacting on that overhead. Fully unsafe as well. Nice chunk of damage. Spends the bar to get in. DJT tries to disrespect. Actually, no. Speaking of that, it's a full combo, but isn't able to follow it up. This full screen game really is, I think, in the favor of Liu Kang. You know, I know Aftershock can sort of harass with the low ground pound when necessary, but when it comes to just hard up zoning, that's what Liu Kang seems to really do better from range. So raising a lot of stamina just to try and keep that distance. Good throw tech from DJT. Wow, just raw ground pound. Just knowing that there was going to be a lot of respect, right? Just being so familiar with the character, he's just going to sit there and take it. Yeah, indeed. SylverRye though with a very, very important round up at the moment. Oh, trip guard! Catches him. That was actually really well spaced as well, because he was straight away ready for SylverRye to move out of the way of that low cutter. Run cancels again, really trying to keep the pressure, laying it on thick. Full combo though, the low comes out. Both players think right here. I mean, it's like the health is so similar.
But SylverRye needs this. He needs this round so bad.
All low profile fouls to the down 3 again. You see SylverRye spending all this bar, but just getting it back like it doesn't matter.
But the thing is, once SylverRye lands something significant and he doesn't hit confirm into the 1-1-3, unless he spends bar on that meter burn section of Buzzer Quick, his damage output off that is so low.
Oh, wow, that raw overhead. Match point DJT.
The overhead people always think is a mistake, but always seems to work out. It's match point for DJT right now.
Have we ever seen that overhead take a round before? Is that the first time?
I'm not quite sure, you know.
But it was a crucial round as well, DJT, match point, and so much bar to work with.
That up rock is a fantastic spacing tool. Overhead, I mean, it's so much worthwhile to take it, but again, forcing 1 bar out of DJT, but 2 for SylverRye right there.
He's also spending a ton of bar going for that low as well. Really good stuff.
The backdash gets away with it.
It's actually quite smart because DJT seems to be saving that.
Oh, the disrespect.
Oh, wow, no, hang on. Yeah, forced to break.
Disrespected the plus frames on that run cancel. That one particular string is very plus on block.
Oh, finally blocks it and punishes SylverRye, ready until the bitter end to bring this to 2-2.
We have a game 5 on our hands. Now, who's going to win this? The old or the new? That is the question.
Well, only one of them can move on. This is still winners bracket action, so they still have losers below this, but I mean, making winners finals minimum top 3, both of these guys are going to want that for sure.
When you've got a winners finals on the other side that is potentially Tekken Master or Sonic Fox as well, you want that winners comfort zone.
Good patience from SylverRye. No, gets opened up by the low.
There really is so many overheads you can take before you start blocking overhead and then getting hit by the low. It's always the one time they go low that it works.
But that's the conditioning though. I mean, to be honest, I don't think we're going to see DJT go for the overhead like 5 times in a row. He wants you to stop blocking the other way.
Speaking of blocking, no blocking coming from DJT, not watching his feet, but a combo drop. That would be a huge chunk of damage.
Here we go. Oh, there's the patience though, still going to block the armor. Returns with his own, tries to bait something out. Oh, wow! Oh, ouch! Match point DJT again, SylverRye. Presses button in the air a little bit too late.
Both these guys have had such a fantastic run in this, in not only the top 8 so far, but the tournament in general. You know, either one fully deserving of winners finals. Only one's going to do it.
Speaking of which, we'll be talking about how good the down 3 is. He actually got whiff punished for the down 3 by the 2 in the forward 1-2.
But I really like how SylverRye still is not afraid to sort of try and reset to a full screen neutral and really try and poke down projectiles. The down 2? What did I just see?
You saw a raw down 2.
You need to calm down, DJT. You got to calm down, good sir.
Hey man, he's going to make that top 3 spot at the last tournament. Doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get there.
I think DJT has successfully entered the matrix. The block punish on the fireball. A very expensive run cancel drop from SylverRye.
It's crunch time for SylverRye. Still blocks the low. He's still patient enough for it. Down on life and down on the round, but still not letting it get to him. His defense still on. Oh, hang on! Catches low. Doesn't confirm though. And another clutch block from SylverRye. DJT.
Not only that, but the uppercut kept Tremor in the corner. That was a perfect case scenario for SylverRye.
Final round for both players. DJT with a clutch forward one. A little bit of a life lead, but SylverRye has his back to the wall. That's exactly where he wants him to be. Cannot let him move at all. Catches him trying to move there though.
Plus frames, not spending a bar, keeping him restood, keeping the resources, probably trying to save it for later.
Relentless rush down coming SylverRye. DJT presses buttons. Oh no, misses the combo though. Oh no, drops the fireball. That could be disastrous. Forces SylverRye to waste all of his bar.
You can tell there's a little bit of jitters here. The grabs put him near the corner. This was not a good situation.
Oh, the overhead missed.
Almost crushed his little feet.
There's the patience. Good block coming from SylverRye. The defense to grab though.
The defense from SylverRye right now is unbelievable. Nothing is getting away unblocked. Nothing. SylverRye, he just needs something significant. Run in, one more hit, and the back 2. Very clutch at the end, and SylverRye moving into winners finals of this MKX tournament at Combo Breaker.
I'm going to be honest, SylverRye's just adaptation in that set was just mind-blowing. Because he went from looking thoroughly just uncomfortable, not happy with how the match was going at all in game 1, to he started to block every ground pound. His fireball game was on point. He wasn't dropping too much. He really